Mixed cues from US market as investor weighted new spikes in coronavirus infections with expectation that economy will soon be reopened for business. Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 109 points. S&P barely closed in green, gained 0.39 points. Nasdaq Composite climbed 6th day in a row and added 71 points. Central banks and governments of G10 nations have unveiled an estimated 15 trillion of stimulus already to shield their economies from coronavirus pandemic. Record sums that will swell balance sheet and deficit to peacetime highs. India is yet to unveil that. WHO said that extreme vigilance was needed as countries begin to exit from lockdowns imposed to curb the spread of the new virus. Fifth time Prime Minister Narendra Modi meets with the state CM and told them that lockdown may have to continue. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asked Chief Ministers and their teams should map zones to come back on further relaxation for economic activity. Suggestion related to graded openings should be communicated to the centre by May 15th. Piramal Enterprise posted net loss of 1700 crore versus profit of 454 crore year on year. The pain continues in the balance sheet. GNPA 1200 crore around versus 944 crore plus 27% jump quarter on quarter. GNPA ratio also deteriorated to 2.4% versus 1.8% quarter on quarter. AUM also seen a degrowth of 10%. Housing book AUM at now 5,534 crore, that gained 6.7% year on year and minus 10% quarter on quarter. Wockhardt posted disappointing set of numbers. Earnings fell substantially from the same quarter last year. The company posted 48.3 crore profit on account of deferred tax gain of 119 crore along with some gains from discontinued operations. Revenue fell 20%, EBITDA fell 60% and margin shrank to 2% from 4%. Company board has approved fundraising from various instruments worth 1500 crore. Telecommunication consultant company Subex report fourth quarter numbers. Profit rises 148% on a yearly basis. EBITDA up nearly 77%. This window is of FII's derivative activity, basically on index. We will see how they have positioned themselves in today's trading session along with the last 5 trading session. So end of day position in long future contracts, we can see a long addition of almost to the tune of 12,000 contracts were added in the long future. How come that position has come? We will see that they have cut short position in the futures contract to the tune of 8,443 contracts, and they have added long position to the tune of 3,314 contracts, and that resulted into long position in the future amounting to 14,613 contracts. Now we have seen here a long position of almost to the tune of 3,000 contracts from yesterday long input, and there is reduction of almost to the tune of 4,000 contracts in call. So they have reduced their call position because they have added their position 3,000 long position in future contracts. They have reduced call. They have taken 3,000 contracts. You can see here 3,000 from yesterday to here. 3,000 contracts were added in the long put. So basically they have hedged their position, and resultant effect is the long future contracts were, you can see here, added to the tune of 12,000 contracts from the yesterday position. FIIs in cash market, we have seen they have bought to the tune of 535 crore rupees, and DII we have seen 821 crore sell figure by the DII. We can see here the daily charts of USD INR. In last 5 trading session we have seen not much movement, but again it is stuck in a range of 40 paise. The upward range is 76.5 76.07 to 76.10, and at the lower boundary we have seen it again bouncing from the same level, 75.6065 kind of level. So stuck in last 5 days in a very narrow range. Now what is the importance of these level and trading near to the level is, it seems that market or the USD INR is waiting for some news to come, unless it may drift down because of the distributive kind of pattern which we have already discussed in so many sessions, that it has made a rounding top of formation, which is indication of distribution. Now the prices is hovering near to the important level of 76.07 to 76.10 and still languishing, or you can say it is gathering momentum. If any news comes in between, let's say the news which is pending is Indian government support to the MSME or any kind of package to the industry, if it is at large, we can see a large movement, and if not, we may see the strengthening of USD INR or the INR in that case. I mean to say strengthening of INR if our package is not that big what market is expecting. So important level is 76.07 to 76.10. If it moves sustain above that, it will negate the formation of distribution, and in that scenario we may see a large bounce back. And if not, a trading move can be seen if it moves below 75.65, sustain below that, we may see 2 to 3 rupees kind of correction in coming days, because distributive formation is already there in place, and if it fails, it may move large downwards. So a great trading opportunity is likely to come, I think, in coming days. So we must be ready without any preoccupation in mind, because levels will again be a deciding factor. If it moves above 76.10 sustain, we may see a large upside move, and if fails, moves below 75.65, we have the opportunity, because in that scenario it may correct very heavily. This is a 30-minute chart of Nifty for last 30 days. We are seeing here important technical formation which is panning out, and it will be quite interesting for those who understand technicals and the nitty-gritty of the chart. This is head and shoulder formation kind of chart. We are seeing it on the minutes chart, and this is, we call in technical, it is a distributive kind of patterns through which market distributes, and then a bigger fall can be seen if it violates certain levels. So for those who don't understand, I will make them understand how this chart should pan out. So this is basically head and shoulder. Head is here, head holds high, and then this is shoulder kind of formation. So this is, we call left shoulder. So we are seeing two left shoulder on the left side of the chart of the head, and then two right small shoulders on the right side of the head. Now 9400 will be the price point from where it will indicate that if market sustain above 9400 or moves above 9400, it will negate the formation of the chart. Otherwise, what will happen, market may correct, and in that scenario it can take support near 9180. This will be the first price point where market will take support, and the final confirmation will come at 9115, which is the from where it will mark the beginning of a downtrend, and that downtrend may be severe because of the distributive kind of formation which Nifty has already made on minutes chart. So it is very clear now that 9115 will be the final price point, but weakness will reign in from 9180. So for the coming days it will be very important to look the technical formation, how it pans out. If it does not violate, it may again try to move up to 9400. So just we are heading towards the apex, that is the last point, final point towards the formation of this chart, and from where we can see a breakout or breakdown. So just mind it, the levels 9180, 9115 in the lower side, and on the upper side for negation 9. This is what we can see, the Bank Nifty chart, 30 minutes chart for last 30 days. Similar kind of formation we can see here as we have discussed in Nifty. The difference between is the degree of bearishness, because it is a flat kind of head and shoulder formation, and whereas we have seen in Nifty it was a tilted upward on the left side. The elevation of the trend line, neckline actually was elevated, a bit elevated, but here what we can see is the neckline is in a flat kind of formation. That is why the degree of bearishness in the bank Nifty will be greater to that of Nifty. So what we can see here is again distributive kind of formation, but the formation is a bit zigzag because the left shoulders were made on a high volatile ground, and then we can see here a small formation of the right shoulders on a small volatility. So the price which will be important again to look at is 18,800 on the lower side, and if it violates it will mark the beginning of the downtrend and the confirmation of the trend, that the confirmation of the formation actually of head and shoulder formation. And where the formation will violate, again the 20,000 you can see on the screen, where the right shoulder will indicate the violation of the trend, and in that scenario it may moves up to 1,000 points up, where the high of this around 21,170, this will be again an important level when it moves up from 20,000. So we need to look at in coming days, which will be very important, because both Nifty and Bank Nifty are indicating the similar kind of formation, similar kind of distributive formation. So this so be on the toes, because we may enter in a hyper volatility and the opportunity unfolds from here on. In this section of stock to watch, we will try to make you understand about the technical formation and the patterns which are emerging and their impact on the indexes. As we have seen over in index section, that Nifty and Bank Nifty 30-minute chart are showing some kind of weakness, or they are forming distributive kind of pattern. So it will be prudent to look at the heavy bellwether banking stocks, which one will be going to impact much on the indexes. So in that series we will look today at HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank and State Bank of India. We will try to look in the formation, we will try to look at the chart pattern, how those chart patterns are emerging, and where from the weakness or the strength they will derive from. So this is the HDFC Bank chart, daily chart. We can see there is a up move from the bottom. We can see it is taking support near to the trend line, the first support, the second support and the third. After moving up from here, it breaks the daily trend line at near about 940, 647 kind of level. Now the day from where it broken the upward trend line, we can see it is not able to cross or sustain above that 950 kind of level, which it is broken on the daily trend line. It means what? It is showing some kind of weakness on daily charts. It is not moving up, not moving down. After breaking the trend line, moving sideways, waiting for some kind of news maybe. So 906 will be the level to watch out for, because the weakness will reign in from if it moves below 906, or it may gain steam or strength if it moves above 950 kind of level. If it sustains, moves above that, it may gain strength. So it will be prudent to look in coming days how this chart patterns takes form. Now we look at the ICICI Bank. Similar kind of formation we can see on the ICICI Bank as well. So this is ICICI Bank daily chart. Similar kind of formation you can see here, upward trend line, then a breakdown on the lower side at around 346 kind of level, and we can see on daily chart that it is failing to close above those levels, or you can say sustain above those levels, and making sideways kind of formation. And today in today's trading session we have seen that the chart, the stock has corrected almost to the tune of 5%. Now the next level which will be important to watch out is 320 kind of level. If it moves below that, a weakness will reign in, and definitely since it has a larger pie on Bank Nifty, it is going to impact Bank Nifty's movement as well. We have seen Bank Nifty corrected in today's trading session because of mainly weakness in ICICI Bank. So 320 will be able to watch out. Or you can say on other hand, if it moves up above 350, if it sustains, then the trajectory will change and the whole the bearishness formation will negate and it will start moving up. So this should be borne into mind. The chart pattern showing some kind of weakness in ICICI Bank. Not similar, we can say State Bank of India. If you look at the daily charts, we can see here that it is weakest among the big banks. A sideways kind of formation after falling does not bounce much. It means what people are, or the market participants are anticipating bigger problem with this bank or with the NPA of the bank. That is why it has not bounced back in the current upward correction in the market. Now we have seen moving down below the 173.5, which is the consolidation base of the present sideways kind of formation, and the day broken on downward, it has not moved up from that level. That's what the consolidation was broken, again a new consolidation at the lower level, two doji formation, sign of indecision, then again a move towards the lower trajectory. That's what the structure, if you look at the structure, is a very weak kind of structure which we can see in State Bank of India. So it is indicative of inherent weakness in the stocks. So we can say that until and unless it moves above 173.5, we can see weakness in the stock going forward. If you find any meaningful information in this video, then subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get future notification.